Hey everyone. Um, quite a bit going on these days. A week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine. We talked quite a bit on via text and email and Facebook and everything. But he's going through a lot, and I told him, give me a call if you need to talk to somebody, and so he called me up and we talked for a while. It's been a while since we've actually talked on the phone, so it was good talking to him. And um, one of the things he asked me was, how are you doing? Um, and at the time, I was feeling pretty good because, getting to hear from him again, actually talk to him rather than text message and stuff. But, there's times I've been kind of questioning how am I doing. Uh, um, there's times with everything going on that things have kind of been getting to me. Of course, in March, everything seemed to come all at once with me. With see, it was that Friday the 13th that went to get groceries, and that was when everyone was doing the panic shopping. Um, I've never seen so many empty shelves in a grocery store before, and I've seen it low and stuff like when there's a snowstorm coming through Ohio, but I've never seen anything like that. And the line on the checkout stands, there was actually a fight that broke out because somebody tried cutting in front of somebody else in line, and that really spooked me. It was the human behavior that's been going on. Because that was just a fight for position in the checkout line. What's it going to be like if someone decides to pick a fight over the last item on a shelf or something? Um, but then, of course, it was a couple days after that at my aunt's 90th birthday party, which we thankfully got in before all the quarantine stuff went down. Um, my good video camera that I've had since December 2015, it decided to get stuck on reboot and basically die on me. 2 days after that, we started working from home. 3 days after that was when the basement got the water in it from the sewer drain backing up, which also took out the hot water heater, which got replaced that following Wednesday. So it was about 5 days of no hot water. That Monday, um, after that weekend, I was taking stuff out to the dumpster, um, and that's when I slipped and fell on my knee, bloodied up my knee, but in the process I also rolled onto my arm. My upper arm and shoulders gets to aching at times. I think I've got a hurt muscle or something up in here. Um, and then that Thursday, that last Thursday in March, uh, I was told that I got a call from HR. I was told that one of my coworkers tested positive for this coronavirus that's going around. I wasn't told who it was or anything. They basically are trying to protect, everyone's confidentiality and everything, which I can understand. So, um, but basically they told me, just keep following the safe practices of staying under quarantine and staying away from folks and everything. And that kind of had me spooked. Um, Obviously, it's been well past the 2 weeks or whatever that this thing takes to manifest itself, and um, thankfully my health is, other than the sore shoulder and aching knees at times, I've been doing pretty good. I'm not sick or anything. Um, get a bit tired at times from not being able to get out and away from everything and away from the house and everything, but um, I'm a lot more relaxed, I've noticed. Not having to do the 23-mile drive across town on 270 every day. Then um, you know, working here at home, I work in a tech support call center for a large bank, and we, you know, it's nice working and not having half-dozen conversations going on all around me. So it's like, you know, I'm able to focus a lot more on my work and everything. And I mean, the actual work that I'm doing, you know, taking care of the calls coming in and everything, it's, you know, it's still the same as it was before, but it's, you know, I'm able to focus a little bit more. It's not as irritating. Still can get frustrating and stuff. Obviously, a lot of folks are working from home now. A lot of them for the first time. The company's been providing them with new laptops and everything, and virtual desktop access and everything, and so yeah, trying to teach some folks how to determine how to access their home network and everything, and it's like you pay much money for your home internet service, and yet you know, you act like you don't know what you've got. So, but anyways, not having to do the drive to work, it's actually helped out. You know, obviously I've got a little bit more free time with not only in the morning but in the afternoons as well after work. And anyways, you know, I've been getting some reading done. Had When this whole thing started, I had a stack of 9 brand new books that I hadn't even uh, even started reading, and I'm actually just starting the 4th one. Excuse me, starting the 4th one here shortly, and so that's been nice, getting some new reading material in. Finally getting these books read that's been sitting around waiting for me to get to them. And then you know, after work I've been able to do little odd jobs around home and stuff. Obviously back in March and early April, a lot of that was getting the basement cleaned out. And thankfully that's all completed. Everything on the floor down there is now in either raised up off the floor or in storage bins, plastic storage bins, to keep everything dry in case any water does come in again. Other than the getting groceries though, I really haven't gone anywhere or been able to go anywhere. I went to Lowe's to get the storage bins, but that I ordered. I basically ordered that online ahead of time and then went to the store to pick it up. So that saves that kept, you know, my exposure at the store minimized. Um, for the new laptops they gave us for work, originally we were going through virtual desktops from our own computers, but they want us to switch over to actual laptops for work, so they gave us all new laptops from my department. And in order to get them, they basically had us go into work basically one at a time. They had us scheduled at half-hour intervals, and basically if we got there early, wait until our assigned time in the parking lot, and then right at our assigned time go in the building, get our new laptop and the equipment that they got for us, and then make sure we got everything, and then basically get out of there so we're out of there plenty of time before the next person comes in. Basically just to keep everyone from bumping into each other, and in case anyone would still have the virus on them. As far as I know, the coworker, again, I don't know who it was, they're just fine. They've made a full recovery, thankfully. So, but yeah, it's going out and getting groceries. It's been really weird. Of course, everyone's wearing masks now, and most folks are wearing rubber gloves, which I've got nitrile gloves I've been using. It's been frustrating though, because we're supposed to be, you know, doing the safe practicing of, you know, social distancing in the stores and everything. And you know, the Giant Eagle that I go to, they've got most of the aisleways marked one way to keep people moving the same direction, so they don't aren't, you know, passing each other, and you know, hopefully, you know, basically trying to minimize contact between folks. And I know Friday when I went in there, there was a guy at the front of the store. He was sanitizing carts, and he was telling someone ahead of me that their masks weren't approved. They wouldn't be allowed to wear the masks and stuff. And it's like, if they're wearing some kind of facial covering to help prevent the spread of this thing, you know, let them wear what they would need to. And you know, there's so many people that are going to the stores. They don't have anything on their hands for when, you know, to protect your hands from getting any germs or anything on them from this thing. Not wearing any masks. People are ignoring the one-way signs, flat out ignoring them, going the wrong way. You know, they go to pass you, and they pass like about a foot away from you, and it's like, are you that blind or ignorant that, you know, this thing's going on? And then, like this last Friday, I was getting ready to head back up towards the front of the store to check out, and I've been using the self-checkout. I do not care for how some folks pack my groceries and everything, just because I used to do that right out of high school, working at a supermarket, and I'm kind of picky about how my stuff gets packed and everything. But anyways, they're getting ready to go up to the checkout line, and this family comes through, mom, dad, and 3 little kids, and they're not all together, they're all spread out in a long line. And the youngest of the little kids, they were letting go up right up to people and wave to them and say hi and everything. And it's like, you know, you're letting your little kid go right up to people, complete strangers. And not only that, but, you know, with this virus going around, you know, you're letting him possibly become either a carrier, or if he is already a carrier, he could be spreading it to other people. And it's like, you know, what on earth are these people were thinking? Why not one, stay home with the kids, and But it's this, you see stuff like that, and then it's people like that that wonder why this stuff's or this virus is spreading so easily. Then, like last night I saw this thing on the news where some guy got arrested up in Michigan because he tried going in a store where they refused to let him in without a mask on, and he then wiped his face on the clerk's shirt sleeve. And it's like, okay, that is just being a complete jerk. And, it's, you see people acting stupid like that, and it's like, that's the thing that really irritates me about this whole thing. Is, like I said earlier, it's the human behavior I'm seeing. And, then there's a security guard somewhere that got shot and killed by some family or something because he wouldn't let the daughter or something into the store or something. And it's like, honestly, people just, everyone it seems like is, the whole world's just gone nuts. And, I'm kind of getting frustrated with being cooped up and stuff. I know I need to get out some. Hopefully one of these mornings Mother Nature will make up her mind as to what the weather's going to be like, so I can go out jogging again like I've been doing the last few summers. And but it's like it's either too cold or it's raining every time I've wanted to go out and go jogging in the morning. But it's been frustrating that, last month I've always gone up to my mom and dad's, and my brother and his family, they've gone out to mom and dad's as well, and we've had dinner at their house for Easter. And this year we were going to do a combination of Easter and mom and dad's anniversary, and we had to cancel that. A couple weeks from this coming Saturday was going to be my annual road trip that I've done the last couple of years over to Pennsylvania. That's been canceled because Pennsylvania Trolley Museum is still closed, and as far as I know, the Hotel Saxonburg, where I was going to dinner on those last few trips, they are only offering takeout food. They aren't serving in the actual restaurant now. Obviously can't go out to any restaurant to eat out or anything. Can't go to the hobby store right now anyway because they've been closed. They've been doing business online. Although they're going to be opening soon, I guess, with heavily restricting how many customers are allowed in the store. I think they're limiting it to like 10 customers in the store because it's a small hobby store. But I just got a text earlier today too from some cousins of mine back home. My dad's the youngest of 10 kids, and then our grandpa, he was one of 4 kids, and we always have a annual family reunion in July for our great-grandparents' branch of the family. And so, it's always been a pretty good turnout, and the reunion's been going on for over 60 years now, long before I was even born. And I guess we're canceling the reunion this July because of everything that's going on, just to keep everybody safe. Which mean, I can understand keeping everyone safe. It's just, it's frustrating that, it's coming down to canceling all these events and reunions and everything. Although I can understand playing it safe and everything, but um, now I see online where people are having wanting to have parties and stuff to um, even despite everything that's going on. And then I know a friend of mine from high school was posting on Facebook about how her kid has the right to have a graduation ceremony and all this and that, and it's like, it's okay. So there's some stuff that, you know, protecting everyone's health is a little bit more important than, having a ceremony to get a piece of paper saying you graduated from high school. I mean, yeah, the ceremonies are nice and everything, but which is more important, people's health, or having a ceremony because, so your kid can feel appreciated and stuff? And the whole thing of people saying that, well, my kid worked hard for this, he deserves this, the graduation ceremony and stuff. It's like, it's just, it's symbolic. Like George Carlin used to say, leave the symbols for the symbol-minded. And, people's health is more important than, having a special ceremony because you want your kid to feel special and everything. And, kids, I mean, honestly, it's like, I don't know, it's just, I mean, I understand wanting to have this ceremony and stuff, but it's like, a ceremony for graduation and stuff, but it's like, which is more important? You have to prioritize stuff, and it's just like we've become a society where everyone just thinks of themselves and doesn't think of others. I mean, you look at all these people just, they go into, look at all the panic shopping that was happening back in March. People were thinking only of themselves, and, the rest of us, we get there, and, trying to find stuff that's other people are hoarding for themselves. It's like, it's ridiculous. And it's just, I don't know, it's just, at times it just gets frustrating when I start thinking about it. And, which I need to start doing a lot more of, other things around home to take my mind off of things. But I know one thing I've sometimes thought about is, why do bad things happen like this? And, I don't think there's an easy answer for why bad things happen in this world. There's times I don't think we're meant to know why bad things happen. There's, I mean, some stuff that happens, like, years ago when I was out of work, and, I get turned down for a job interview, or, I get a job interview, and then afterwards get turned down for the job, and, I'd later find out something about that company that made me glad that, hey, I'm glad I didn't get that job. But some stuff is like, there's no clear answer as to why things happen. And I think there are some things that we aren't meant to understand why they happen. Because I don't think, as humans, we are capable of understanding why it would happen, or why some things happen. Basically, the line of thought of that is, I don't know if you've ever watched Doctor Who. Awesome show. Years ago, when David Tennant was playing the Doctor, one of the Doctor's companions, Donna Noble, I forget what exactly happened on the show. It was her last show episode that she was on the show, she basically absorbed all of the doctors, of course, being a Time Lord. She absorbed all of the information and knowledge about the universe that the Doctor had in his head, and she absorbed it into her brain. And her brain basically went into overload and basically started to fry and overwork itself trying to process everything. And I think that's the way why, there's sometimes things that happen that we can't understand, is because, as humans, we, in this lifetime, we might not be able to comprehend why, some things happen. It might seem like a major event and everything for us to go through, but why would, like this virus outbreak, why would this virus be allowed to spread like this, and or say a school shooting or something like that, why would something like that get allowed to take place? But at the same time, we might not understand that it might have been allowed to take place to prevent something even more catastrophic to occur somewhere else in the universe or something. I don't know. I mean, that's my thought, that the, the reasoning for all the everything that's happening is, sometimes it's just too much for us to comprehend. And but that's just, I don't know, that's just my way of thought on it. But I don't know. So hopefully we'll get a cure for this virus soon, and this will all just be a nightmare and be over soon. And things are gonna get back on their feet, and we'll be able to put this behind us. But I don't know when that's gonna be. I'm hoping. I'm trying to remain optimistic that it's gonna be soon, but it's hard to say. It's just gotta take things one day at a time, I guess, and hope for the best. So, anyways, thanks for listening to my ramblings. Hope you all are staying safe and well, and hope things are going well for you. Take care.